Good morning, friends. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Audible, sir.
Thank you. And yes, I think we have some discussion on point. Yes, what is a point? Again,
It points to something.
yes, it points to something. What you need to remember whenever someone says point?
Forefinger.
Forefinger. That means it should points to something. Technically speaking, what is a point?
It holds the address of another variable.
Okay. What is a point? What it holds, I am not asking. What is a point? It is also a variable. Normal variable, pointer variable. Is it possible to create an integer pointer variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If someone gives reply, then I will be very happy. Is it possible to declare a float pointer variable?
Yes, sir.
Float pointer variable.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Only one girl is replying. Okay. Now consider this example. I am taking two variables A and B. Both are integer variables. And I am considering one more variable called a sum, which is initialized to 0. And two more variables, P1 and P2. And I am initializing A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 6. A and B both are integer variables. Now come here. A, B. A value is 5, B value is 6. What is the address of A?
1000.
1000. Address of B? 1002. Here you consider P1. P1 is equal to address of A. What is the address of A? 1000. It is holded by P1. What is P2? P2 is the address of B. So what is the address of B? 1002. It is holded by P2. But P1 also having some address 1001. P2 also having some address 1006. Here P1 and P2 are called pointers. Here A and B are normal integer variables. P1, P2 are the pointer variables. Integer variables only, but pointer integers. How can we identify these two are normal variables and these two are pointer variables?
Asterisk.
Asterisk. Good. If asterisk is there, we can identify that. If you consider P3 and P4, P3 and P4, P3 holded with 1001, P4 holded with 1006, then P3 and P4 are called
Pointers. Double pointers. P1 and
Double
double
pointers.
pointers.
yes, double point. Who replied? Who given the reply?
Phones.
Double pointer. If you consider P3, P3 is with 1004 and P4 with 1006. Then P3 and P4 are called double pointers. Pointer to pointer. Okay. Now, what is this? Sum is equal to star P1 plus star P2. That is star of P1 means 1000 plus star of P2 means 1002 is equal to, what does this mean? What is a star actually? Asterisk, what is a star? Please give a reply. What is a star?
Value operator.
Yes, good, value operator. So, star of 1000 represents value at location 1000. So, value at location 1000 is 5. So, 5 plus star means value operator. Value operator. Star means value operator. Value at 1002. 1002, what is the value? 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. This is called a pointer arithmetic. Pointer arithmetic. Now, remember these values. Let us try to compute these things. What about star of P1 minus star of P2? What is the answer? Star of P1 minus star of P2.
-1.
Sorry?
-1, sir.
-1, yes. Is it valid actually? Star of P1 plus star of P2 is valid. Then star of P1 minus star of P2 also valid. Star of P1 plus star of P2, what is the answer? Just only we have done 11.
11, sir.
What about this?
30.
Sorry?
30, sir.
Likewise, all are possible here. This is here all are possible. If star P1 into star P2, then 5 6 are. So this is also possible. What about star P1 plus plus? Star P1 plus plus.
6.
6. Yes.
6.
This is also possible. Star P1 minus minus.
4.
4.
Sorry?
4, sir.
4. It is also possible. Here star P1 by star P2.
1.
Star P1 is 5 by 6. Here the answer is 5.
0.
0, sir.
However, 5 by 6. But
0.
here a small problem is there. While you are using this, you should
Brackets.
do some bracket here. Here brackets need to use. Because if you did not apply the brackets, compiler thinks that this is a comment section. How do we use the comments in, suppose pointer manipulation we want to do with comments, we need to do like this, right? Start of the comments and this is end of the comments. If you consider this value, then compiler think that comment is started and it is not ended. Compiler may think like that. So that's why without any ambiguity, we need to place like this. Like this. So here also this is the value represents 5 percentage 6. 5 percentage 6. So all these are valid. This is 30. 6 5s are. This is 30. All these are called pointer arithmetic. All these are represents pointer arithmetic. Let us try to solve this. P2 minus P1. What is P2? What is P2? No reply.
1002.
1002. P1?
1000.
1000.
1000. P2 minus P1 is 2. What is P1 plus plus? P1.
1001.
1001.
1001. Yes. 1000. P1 minus minus.
999.
999.
199.
Huh?
999.
999. Yes. P1 into P2. P1 plus P2. P1 by P2. P1 percentage P2. These are all not possible in case of pointers. These are all not possible. Because P1 means, I think there is a problem with screen. Please mute yourself. Okay. Do you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are all not possible in the case of point addresses because P1 is an address of 1000. P2 is an address of 1002. If you multiply those two, you may or may not get the location in the memory. Because these are simple operations, then the locations are possible. Here 1000, it depends on the memory. These are the memory addresses. So those are may or may not possible. Suppose flat number 5, flat number 6 are possible. But flat number 5 into 6, 30th flat may or may not exist. Likewise, it is designed in such a way that these operations may not be possible. Is it possible to work with array using pointer? Is it possible to work with array using pointer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Suppose if you consider a table like this, imagine a table like this. Consider a table like this. The base address will be holded by a pointer.
Pointer.
Suppose this base address is 1000, which is to be holded by a pointer. If you want to move to the next location, P1 plus plus, like this. Then we go to next, then go to next, then go to next. Fine. So array can be implemented, array operations can be implemented using point. See friends, we can do these different scenarios. Please tell me about this. I'm expecting the answers from your side. There are 8 scenarios. All these scenarios are possible only. Give me some example for these scenarios. First one, is it possible to pass a pointer variable as an argument to some particular function? You are there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Call by reference, sir.
Yes, very good. You given the answer. First tell your name and then.
Pawan, sir. Pawan Kumar.
Pawan. Yes, Pawan. Call by reference is the correct answer for first one. Because in a call by reference, we are passing int swapping of 2 numbers. Int star x, comma int star y. Both the variables we are passing to a function. Definitely it is a passing a argument to a function. Second one, who is responding now? First tell your name and then respond.
స్ట్రక్చర్ వేరియబుల్స్ అంటే నాకు స్టూడెంట్ మార్క్స్ గుర్తొచ్చుతాయి ఇప్పుడు.
Sorry. No reply, all are silent. Make a habit of responding, then you will get a job. I told you several times. Multiple variables as a structure variable.
Complex structures, sir.
Sorry.
Complex structures. We write a structure inside another structure. Then we use two structures.
No. Consider a student details of a particular structure. If you want to work with 3 students data, if you want to work with 3 students
Array
data,
of structures.
S1, S2, S3, then that is multiple variables as a structure variable. Third one, who will respond for third one? Pass normal variable as a argument to a function.
Call by value, sir.
Call by value, and even not only a call by value, you can have another program, any program you can call it as a call by value. It is fine. Array as a structure variable.
Nice too.
No reply.
Student details in a class.
Array of structures. The concept is called array of structures. Suppose 63 members are there in your class. If you want to access all the details of 63 members, we can consider S of 63 array variable as a structure variable. What is the purpose of structure variable? What is the purpose of structure variable?
To hold different data types in a single variable.
Okay.
Heterogeneous.
How? What is the purpose of structure variable?
To get access to that structure.
To get access to the elements of a structure. Right? I think Vishwanath is replied.
Yes, sir.
Right. And okay. Fifth one. Pass array as an argument to a function. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
What is the example program?
Standard deviation, sir.
Yes. That is float array. Is it possible to add the pointers?
Yes, sir.
Now only we have done pointer arithmetic. Is it possible to pass a structure as an argument to a function?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Array also an argument to a function. Structure also an argument to a function. I think I have shown one example also. An array with pointers. Is it possible to work with arrays using pointers? Just now I told you.
Yes, sir.
And one more question, last question. I think these are somewhat confusion. So that's why I want to list out. Is it possible to consider a pointer variable as a structure variable? What is my question? Struct some student will start doing and will complete the structure, and here S and semicolon. This S is a structure variable for this entire structure. Is it possible to consider a pointer variable as a structure variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you consider here int no, comma, float p like this, then these values may be yes. How to access no means s dot no and s dot phi. What is a dot here?
Operator.
Operator.
Dot operator.
Dot operator. If it is a pointer variable, dot can be replaced with
Arrow.
arrow operator. Arrow is also a operator. Here also say arrow is also a operator. That is the difference. So these are the different scenarios, may be confusion. Suppose in our examination there may be a question like this. Is it possible to pass a pointer variable as a structure variable? Give example. First question answer is yes. Second is this one. Fine.
Yes, sir.
What is L value and R value? People may confuse that L value means left side value and R value means right side value. But don't confuse like that. There is an assignment operator called is equal to. L value may appear on the left hand side or a right hand side. L value may have chance to on a left side or a right side. L value will generally will call as a identifier. That means A, B, C, X, Y, Z like that. R value is a read-only value. R value is a read-only value. And R value can appear on the right but not on the left side. And R value refers to the data value that is stored at some address. Have some examples like this. Declare an object of type integer int a. Here, suppose if you declare a is equal to 1. Here a is appeared on a is an identifier. Identifier is nothing but appear on a left side or right side. So a we have placed in a left side and initialized with 1. Here 1 is R value. And if you do like this, int b is equal to a. Int b is equal to a. That means store a value in b. That means a may appear on a right side also. But if you consider 9 is equal to a, so then the error will appear, compilation error, L value written. Because 9 is a constant value, read-only value, which cannot be placed on a left side, only on a right side. Similarly, in the pointers case also, if you consider star p and star q, those are L values. That means they may be in a star p is equal to 1. But if you consider p plus 2 is equal to 18, since p plus 2 is not a L value, this is not valid. Remember, L value is a identifier which may be placed on either left side or right side. R value is a constant. R value is a constant which is to be always on the right side. R value you can call it as a read-only value also.